I mean, you have several hours to sort out, 2 hours to sort out whatever it is you wish to describe with each other. And then to which you were whisked off to the lovely line to the gala.
The line. We have to, we have to wait in line to get in.
Yeah,
Let's go.
it is the first event listed, is
Mm-hmm.
waiting in line.
All right. Yeah, then we'll
Wow.
just go. We'll figure out each other on the way there, I suppose. We do have a long line to wait.
Fucking hate Disneyland this time of year.
It is the event one, standing in line. While the senators may enter the Senate building with a minimum of fuss, the process of aides, staff, and other attendees to enter is a long and tedious wait. Marthella herself, she's already inside.
I assume she doesn't hand us the letters outside, or she's waiting for us to enter.
Uh, as you guys head to the line, she does hand you the letter that she
All right.
does need delivered.
Okay, so it's only one letter.
Currently,
Fair enough. Who is it to?
because then the letter itself is to be delivered to Count Orlando the Desper. He is currently in the archive, most likely.
Oh, archive sounds right up my alley.
Good for you. Is there anybody waiting in line with us that we recognize?
Can I roll like a knowledge nobility or knowledge? Yeah, I guess knowledge nobility would be the term.
I mean, knowledge nobility or knowledge local works, both sides of that.
All right.
I will try it.
This is the first rule of the game by technicality. All right.
I also believe he's also one of those ones that doesn't actually give me a picture of him, ironically.
That's funny.
Where are we rolling die in the Albert itself?
You can roll an owlbear, or if you have your own dice, you can roll it. We also have a roll channel, if you wish to use that.
Yeah, they don't actually have him listed on the thing. He's just listed in the archive. There's not actually any information on how to hate this some things.
Lovely.
Quit naming people if he's not going to be important.
14 plus 10, so a total of 24 for my knowledge and ability.
Let's see what actual information they bother to provide for me.
I hope it's a good bit, because if it's not, I'm going to cry.
What's your rolling?
I was rolling knowledge and ability to see if we noticed or recognized anyone in the line.
Yeah. Okay.
The only information you can really tell about him is he is on the side of the princess. He is desiring to have this communication.
I was thinking about people in the line. I was going to talk to the man himself. Don't worry.
As for anything beyond that, it does not give me much descriptive of him.
All right, fair.
It's just that he's in the archive, and that's it. I don't know why he gets to earn a whole last name, but he's an important noble that's not important enough to give a name, to give anything beyond a name. He is an ally.
Maybe we can befriend him.
And you're sending the letter to him to communicate between other people in here.
Fair.
But they don't give me shit on him. And he's got a cool name.
Fair enough.
Too many
NPCs. They're the
NPCs.
BBG in the last book.
Oh, I'm sure he'll show up somewhere in the book and be like, yeah, hi, I'm here. Thanks, guys.
I assume no one is important is in line with us, or no one noticeable.
The only people in line with you are other aides and such. The other people that are slightly above being a servant are in line waiting to join their master, the people they are working with.
I see. I'll sort of face my body towards the group and say, I don't recognize anyone here. I assume many of them are in the same boat as us. Hangers on.
Yeah, any of the big fancy named people are already in the building.
I have a Question, John Han, if you don't mind.
Of course.
What brings you here from so far away?
Business. My family owns a rather large trading company, and I intend to expand it.
I see. Casimir is a good place for that, but I understand that nobility likes to seek nobility, and this place might be more suited to your taste.
And of course, as things continue changing, that allows for many opportunities.
Indeed, it does. The man sort of just stands quietly. He doesn't know what else to say.
Junon's not
And
very social either, so
personally, I will just say that it sounds like this is a mighty ambitious plan to go help her to expand your merchant business.
There are
of
many
course.
things that a queen could do. Trade tariffs, cutting down on industry and other sectors, propping up this person who has helped her to the throne. Seems like one of many things that
Yes,
she will
it's
need to do.
one form of investment.
Of course, if the queen doesn't rise to power, the plan goes bust. But we all
That's
have a
why you
vested
have more
interest,
plans.
as a good businessman should. At least from my experience.
Well, I guess we're just waiting then. Jeez.
Sadly, we are. At this point, my character's going to kind of lean on this staff that he has because, of course, wizard with a staff. Don't have much else to do.
Isn't there a wizard fighter kind of thing where you fight with your quarter staff and it's very cool?
Are you going to ask my character's a fighter? Does he use the staff?
No, this is just a general question.
No,
think there can
I
be.
think maybe there's one that fights with pages. I am not. I'm a simple wizard with very interesting ideas about what is happening in the world.
Hmm.
All right. Well, as you guys are waiting the line through, about halfway through, you start getting bombarded by merchants. They are trying to sell you novelty stuff that for the city of Opera, whether that be like flags of Taldor, little mini figurines, they're historical little semblance items, and a lot of the like junk stuff the tourist people like to buy. A little bit shortly after, as you pass by them, you finally get far enough up the line you can see the staircase up to the door itself. And as you guys are walking towards it to finally hopefully get inside, you guys were actually stopped by a rather young looking woman dressed in a very nice Imperial Guard appearance for it. Contrary to her appearance, she has a very husky voice when she speaks to you. But she approaches the group and looks over you. Greetings for that. You are a part of the lucky few who get to be randomly searched and to keep insecure to this place.
I believe that we are.
And she pulls you out
Lucky
of
indeed.
she pulls you out of line and checks your pockets for anything that would be considered illegal to be in the actual party itself.
All right, who's got the contraband?
And she runs your pockets.
This a pantograph? Is that illegal?
As long as you do not use it, you are free to keep it on your person.
Do you know what a pantograph is? It just copies scrolls. It's
Yeah.
stupid.
You're free as long as you keep it. As long as you do not plan to use it, you are free to keep it on your person. It's not going to do anything in this point.
I give over my light crossbow because I was going to hand that in at the beginning. Actually, no, I would have left that at home. Sorry, I wouldn't even brought it. Why would I bring my light crossbow?
Oh man, Rubius just got arrested for walking in with a light crossbow.
Yeah.
Well, there he goes.
I would have also left my master's thieves tools at home.
And the quarterstaff must go.
It is not a quarterstaff. It is a simple casting staff.
Yes. But we do not allow your lovely stick here to be allowed in. You're free to carry wands, but not your staff.
You can take my component pouch. Everything else, the staff must stay with me.
We cannot allow it in. You cannot have your staff with you. Your component pouch must go. It is very strict on the ruling for it.
Why the fuck did I choose a staff?
Damn.
Let me look. God fucking damn it. Okay. What the fuck? I can't let go of the staff. The staff is very important to me.
Unfortunately,
No.
two-handed weaponry are not allowed.
It's not that. It's like very, or it is not a weapon. I just want to make that clear that it is not a staff in the way that a normal staff is.
No, but it can still be used as a weapon.
I'm telling you, DM to DM, that this is just a piece of wood, my friend.
And unfortunately for you, your piece of wood is too long to be in this building.
Bullet time walking stick.
Damn. Is that always the problem?
Stick. Okay.
Because a cane is a club and not a staff. But your quarterstaff cannot come in the building.
It's not that long.
Not that long. It's 5 feet long at minimum.
It's not 5 feet long. It's not that type of staff. It's a bonded object.
Yeah, but it's still 5 feet long.
It goes up a little bit past my waist. It's not that long. It's
no,
not
that's a
5 feet.
club. That's a club at that point.
Then it's
a quarterstaff
club.
is 5 feet.
It is. I didn't say it was a quarterstaff. I said it was a little staff.
Yeah,
a stave.
your staff is a quarterstaff.
That is not what I said it was, my friend.
If you are having a staff, that is a quarterstaff. That is what staves are defined as. You can have a walking cane, which is defined as a club.
Then it is considered a walking cane. Because I didn't realize that the specifics of how tall it was very important to whether it determined if it was 5 feet long or only about 3 feet long.
Yeah, I mean, that's how that works out for you, unfortunately.
Okay.
But if you have a cane, which is treated as a club instead of a quarterstaff,
is that
I
okay?
mean,
you are free to have one.
Mechanically, the smallest staff is around 4 feet, which is a bit long for a cane, but it's not the end of the world.
No, but it is also a two-handed weapon.
Do all staffs count as quarterstaff or weaponry? I'm trying to analyze that.
I believe technically yes.
It would count as a cane. He calls it a staff because he's a fucking wizard. Is that okay? We clear? we under the water?
I mean, you're working on mechanical pressure here when a rod, a staff, and a wand are all distinctly labeled already.
Yeah, but the problem is in this case, it's not a mechanical.
Yeah, it is not a mechanical thing at all. It is quite literally just my bonded object.
Yeah, which you can use as a weapon.
But I don't.
Yeah, just because you don't use something as a weapon doesn't mean someone else
Okay,
can't.
then it. Oh,
Reviews want me to try get the heat out of you.
okay. I'm gonna look up how tall a rod is. If it's only 3 feet, then we're okay. How big is a rod?
What should be like 6 feet?
No, that's a
2 to 3
question.
feet.
They are approximately 5 pounds, 2 to 3 feet long. Okay, so that would be the king. That is it is a rod for all intensive purposes of the mechanics of how this thing works. Can we agree on that?
Well, it's better than telling me it's a staff.
Okay. Cool. I'm sorry that I came in here thinking that a stave would be fine.
No, the stave is not an acceptable thing to be in here. What do you think? It gets very specific on it being one-handed light weapons and wands.
You see Ruvius sort of taps the the thing at the ground, and it is at the normal length, and say, it is simply a resting thing. It is not of anything other than touching the contact of the ground.
As long as you keep it within reason, I won't have a reason to take that from
Huh.
you.
I do not
I've
have
been
any
trying to read
reason.
the rules. Typical staff is like a walking stick, quarterstaff, or cudgel. A staff, it could be a staff that is a walking stick. It's written in the rules.
Yeah, and a walking stick is defined as a quarterstaff.
What about the cudgel?
I always love that it gives the AC for that
Nonetheless, this
stuff.
is massively unrelated and kind of just delaying. End of it all, they're going with a wand. So it's not the end of the world.
Rod, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I am sorry I did not get the importance of this. That is my bad.
It's a peace place. You can't be walking in with weaponry.
It is a stick with a bunch of shit carved in it, my friend. It's a little thing that my character rests on because he's a dopey wizard with a weird face mask, alright?
Yeah.
That's it. Alright.
Like
Anyways.
people here are having rapiers and swords, and they have a little string around it to ensure that it's quote unquote peaceful.
Can I put a little string around my
You don't own a sheep, genius.
I own
Staff sheep.
I can actually DM, I have something called the fuck are they called? Book lariats, which would technically restrict the movement of this staff to only 1 foot away from me.
This actually kind of peak debating, but yeah.
But the point is, it doesn't matter. He taps it.
Yeah.
We'll just say that it's a little thing that he rests on. There is no mechanical advantage that I want to have for any of this. It is a rod for all intents and purposes. Is that cool with you, DM?
Yeah. The concern is the fact that if you stated a staff, it's a two-handed weapon.
Okay, cool. So
Unless it isn't, because cudgels are clubs. But,
yeah, but Kruggles in fantasy are two-handed weapons that you swing around.
Crudgel.
Flame rules as written. Anyway, again, unrelated.
He says, I have ink and I have chewing tobacco on my person. Is that of an insidious nature?
No.
All right.
Based on how you were dressed, I do not expect you to be able to do much with tobacco and ink.
If you believe that to be the wisest choice, ma'am, I will take to your judgment.
Now changing subject, you see Nikolai on the side. Is a flask okay?
I mean, I'm sure there is
a bit of
plenty of people
wine.
here drinking strong alcohol, so I cannot say no to you drinking.
P.S. Who took the syringe? You might want to hide that.
It is inside of the flask.
That's chicken
Open
Make
wing.
it.
sure
I
you
like
don't
that.
take a swig.
This is TSA. Open it. We gotta see if there's explosives in there.
You're gonna laugh the moment he takes a swig from his flask without thinking about it.
Ow.
Oh no, it made all of your saliva rancid.
It's so delicious and so hard.
Hopefully you weren't storing anything in that flask.
It just makes it smell. It's fine.
It's just a little bit of wine.
It's not drinkable anymore.
Oh, it's definitely drinkable. It's just not gonna be pleasant.
Yep.
I don't think he put the whole I think the syringe is just hidden inside the flask. I don't think he dumped the contents of the syringe.
No,
in
no,
there.
it's not the content itself. It's just there's wine, but there's also the syringe on the side.
Regarding Caliphas, she wouldn't have both the skeleton key and the wrist sheath and the footprint shoes that she has because she would leave those at home because those are very sus compared to everything else there from her infiltration kit.
And she just
Because-
strips like all of her equipment out.
That would be something she would have done beforehand. But yeah.
Beyond that,
Okay.
unless there is any particular hazardous stuff on you, she sends you back up and you finally arrive itself into the lovely Senate building.
Are my eyeglasses considered two-handed weapons, ma'am? No,
No, they'd be one-handed.
a one-handed weapon.
Actually,
technically, they'd
all
be light.
weapons are banned because you in theory could use them two-handed.
This is true. I can't use a rapier with two hands. It's specifically noted I can't.
That is actually one that
Rapiers
you're
only.
specifically noted you can't.
If you find a way to use star knife as a two-handed weapons, I will
Well-
actually commend you.
You can use a rapier with two hands. It just you don't apply 1.5 strength time to damage. It has no purpose.
I will enter the building after being strip searched by this terrible, awful woman.
You can kill her later.
I have
I don't
no-
think we can.
I don't wish to kill anyone. I'm a simple
To
wizard.
be honest, she is a what? Is that an Eldori duelist?
No?
I forgot who were the ones who used Falcatas and bucklers, but that's a specific in-universe, highly trained fighter.
Actually, that's a
She-
kukri.
She was using a kukri.
Is that Kokiri? It looked to me as a
I-
fucking Falcata.
Yeah,
No, it's got the
uh,
bend in the where the sharp edge is.
Oh yeah. Okay, so they are the super nasty yerk fuck. Good.
The fuck
Well-
is this? Okay, can you describe this layout to me? Because what the fuck is this little piece of shit thing right here?
An office?
It's customs.
It's we went through TSA and now we have to go through customs.
Yep, gotta get
Is it-
strip search now. Everyone get
I
ready for the
show my
butthole to be
passport.
violated.
Reason
I show
for
my
visit.
passport as one of the foreigners. Okay, let's get this over with.
Bend over and cough.
A foreigner. You have been randomly selected for another test.
for the death penalty.
Ah, fuck.
The
As you
bloodless blood.
As you step in, the main room that you are currently standing in, this lovely room here, is actually an art gallery.
Yeah.
And the walls themselves have, whether they have little fixtures, display items, paintings on the walls. So yes, this stupid design is supposed to be arty. Some people have taste.
Can I roll?
Yeah,
like
well, these people don't.
Yeah, these people don't.
This
Can I roll a
gallery,
knowledge?
this gallery celebrates Talador's abundant military and political glories. Banners and trophies line the halls of the arcade, some displayed openly, while others actually are stored behind glass. While armor stands are displayed out, they present several different artifacts from all different times of Talador's history, whether it be from a war, whether it be from some political gain, all kinds of variety of stuff.
Can I roll like an Arcana check to see if any of these are uh, strange or otherworldly in any nature, other than just these artworks? Just because my character is suspicious about these people, or knowledge planes, if you want.
The
I
answer
assume
is the answer is spellcraft with detect magic. Otherwise, you
Which
have
is
no way to
against the
recognize the
rules.
magic around there.
I'm not. No, I'm asking you like if there's signs of anything, any outsider influences on these artworks.
It's displayed for their war banners and their political people.
I was talking about the. Okay, never mind.
It's
I
literally
guess
just
I
art. It's
misheard.
just pseudo artifacts of like weapons,
Oh, so
broken
this is not
weapons,
even like the artwork that they
banners.
wanted. Oh, so this is like so tasteless.
It has
This
it has
is not even
pictures
art.
depicting battles.
Yeah, it is military shit.
It is
Yeah, so
military artifacts.
Except for that one silk fan.
Oh, these fucking people. I am a patriot, so I actually revel in these things, but I will stay my gaze and continue onward because I need to go.
The particular room is called the Arcade of Triumphs.
Of
Well,
course it is.
We don't really care. Let's get moving.
I
We're
assume we
gonna
have
do
to
the
go through
robberies,
here.
but
Yeah, we have to go through here.
I assume we don't know where the items are.
I just squeezed through.
Yes,
Yeah, I don't know who
sideway.
decided to have the tiniest little hallway built into it, but it's there for
It's
some reason.
no. The reason is actually very clear. Considering almost all servants
Oh,
are
my bad. It's a
halflings.
poverty check. If you can fit through it, you're
Yeah.
poor. My bad. I forgot.
Oh,
I'm a
God.
twink.
Oh God.
Poverty check. Poor.
You're
Poverty
poor
check.
or
Oh shit.
homosexual. Yeah.
Was it here or was it here?
Just leave
It
it.
was
Quit
the middle
touching
one,
things.
yeah.
I didn't mean to. I was moving around. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
I'm sorry.
I assume this is a garden of luxuries, unbeknownst to mankind before entering this.
This one, I mean, there's no walls, so once you approach close enough, it's very obvious. This is a courtyard. It is biblically described as breathtaking gardens surround the Senate building, catering to patios segregated by short iron fences. Coordinated military displays and even makeshift zoo of imported animals and magical beasts fill a few open spaces here, even including a small hive of bees, busily pollinating the exotic flowers and making the honey used in the Senate kitchen. Many of the senior nobles enjoy the break between ceremonies in this open space. So this is in the courtyard. It has a like 3 foot tall little iron gate fence around it to keep the smaller animals, to try and keep them from just running wherever in the place. There's bees floating about pollinating and keeping the garden at least semi reasonably done up. But for intents and purposes, if you relax in here, it's mostly quiet and it's desired.
Uh,
Imagine it'd be your highness, right?
Your Highness, right? Yeah.
However you want
He's a
to,
princess.
however you want to describe upper nobility of the highest
Well,
standing.
Great Princess. I was gonna say Your Majesty, something of the sort.
We fight with
I
every
see.
way you affordably talk to nobles. There's a lot of noble titles to live off of.
Which way is the archives? Would I know which way is the archives, or would I have to ask somebody?
Currently it's the social standing, so there's not much going on for you. There's people roaming about, getting into looking at stuff.
I,
As it's described, this is casual gathering. It's for me to give you the overview of the area.
Yeah. It's
yeah,
not
but I was.
job time yet.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No,
My
it's good.
bad.
It's good. It's just narrative descriptions right now until
I see.
The people get dispersed enough that we can do our job uninterrupted,
Let's go to
or
the
with
archive,
less.
shall we?
Well, no, we can't go to the archives because we don't know where they are. Because we're still here.
Yeah, that's why we're wandering around like headless chickens.
Um,
But-
who the fuck is this? Who's
Looks
this
like
little?
a fey.
Did you not read
that-
names? What, you rude?
I understand that she
tenacious
has a
dog.
name. I am asking as to what is this thing? What is this?
don't you
It's-
recognize a gnome?
Yeah, brother.
Is that a gnome?
Do you not know how gnomes
Yeah.
function? They are dressed
Look,
to
if a gnome
impress.
has cool hair, it's a gnome.
If you're
If a
seeing
halfling
it-
has cool
gnomes.
hair,
If you are seeing colors, it is a gnome. They are the embodiment of colors.
I am. Why are gnomes allowed here?
Because they're one of the few races that aren't hated.
Are you racist?
No. Out of
God.
out of
Well,
You just
you'll
got out of
fit in
Dad's
like a
racism, and now
fucking
Ruvius has to be racist?
perfect-
Good
no,
lords.
no, Ruvius is not racist. Out of character. I don't like gnomes in general. I think gnomes are a terrible race.
What's
Oh,
wrong
so
with
you're a
gnomes?
racist.
No, yeah, outside of character, I am racist against gnomes. But Ruvius is not.
Uh-huh.
Okay, really quickly, they fucking suck. The only role they fill is filled by other races roles 100% better. Anyways,
Yeah, they call
continuing
those
onward.
humans.
Yeah,
You can say that
humans,
about all races. What do you mean?
halflings are better. Dwarfs are better.
I don't know if you've ever played a gnome then.
Yeah, I fucking hate gnomes. I don't play them. Anyways, moving on past that. I assume that these people would be conversing, or are they just standing in the general location?
They're NPC T-posing.
I see.
Their AI hasn't been implemented, so they don't have their passive movements doing right now.
Do we have to acknowledge Princess Eutropa, right? Or can we walk like what is the
Currently, the NPCs aren't standing anyone. They're kind of moving around, looking at each other and doing stuff. This is for after
Oh, I
step
see.
like
For after
3.
the description. Yeah. I see.
After like step like 3 or 4, then they all stand in these areas doing stuff with each other. Right now,
Anyways,
it's mostly just cluttered with no-name aides and lesser nobles walking around.
Ruvius would simply give a nod, I suppose, to some of these people because why not?
Because
Nameless people.
as it stands, this little section here is referred to as the Emperor's Hall. It is a well-known place that would work as a quiet place to interact and do the more shadier conversation type stuff. As you would step in, there is really, really thick curtains lined up between the little areas to section them off so that you can have a private conversation, whether that be shady dealings, whether that be shady planning, whatever for it. It's a level of privacy. When you draw the
I do love
curtains,
that
it keeps essentially a silent spell for those trying to hear into it.
I do love that these nobles have a dedicated backstabbing room.
Yeah, that's what I said. But it's literally
I
described as
assume-
the Emperor's Hall sees rotating use throughout the night for various backroom deals and serves as a private space.
I assume it's right outside of the Senate. This is probably the Senate meeting place, right?
Because that is specifically known as the Senate floor.
Yeah.
I don't think I have to describe much what the Senate floor has going on. It is there for when they finally do their meetings and votings, as stated in the previous ruling. For some reason, when this whole thing is going on, only one aide can be with the noble when they are when the session is adjourned. There is a second floor to be able to view over this, which is, right up in this little area, so you can get a view of the garden and view over the Senate as they have their conversations. That they don't have a map depicting of it.
Of course.
Because they're awesome like that.
I assume we would swing down here and see what this is before going around and seeing what this is, right?
This southern area is a cross section of pretty much the kitchens, the servants' room, where all the stuff that gets done traveling around and around all this little area for you. If you're the servants, the cooks, all the food, all this is the storage area, the places they do all their work for, all that good stuff. When food comes out, it comes out from this little area for it. They even have their own little private stairway to go up to the second floor, so they don't have to go out onto the main floor and interrupt anyone. And then to the north here, this is where you would find the archives.
Oh, great.
It is specifically known as the Imperial Archives, for those who wish to be fancy. And it is what's known as the Glorian's greatest collection of transcribed knowledges. It has centuries upon centuries of historical facts, transcribings of families, all the good stuff that comes out of history buffs' desires. It holds all kinds of stuff. Granted, at one point there was an accident that's burned some of it, but for the most part, it's where you would go if you wanted to find out historical facts for weird stuff. This is the guy who gives me a name and doesn't actually give me any physical things
Yeah.
for it. It's awesome like
Yeah.
that.
It was the
El
guy-
Calhadium Bernisand. That's the name of the guy you need to meet.
Earl. Wait, are you sure? Are you sure that it's Earl? Is
Oh no, that one is the one we
no.
had
yeah,
ruined
that's,
his
yeah, that's a
show.
that's a
His-
different one.
It's a guy who's not, I don't think, on
Is
this map.
That's where
Count
Count Orlando.
Yeah.
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 Right, his name is Count Orlando. Okay.
He's invisible. He's another one of the invisible NPCs.
Very much
He's
so.
one of the ones that's named, doesn't bother to actually exist around here because shut up.
Commissions cost money, dude. Are this expensive?
It's
What
on
the
that
fuck do I
notorious
address
list of
Count as?
NPCs they like to go and just insert a name and go, who the fuck am I looking for? Beyond that, there's servants wandering around, offering wine to people, small snack foods as the chatting of all the different NPCs wandering around. From here, then it would start our lovely secondary event that happens after the casual ones is as everyone kind of gets settled on, there is an announcement through the servants wandering around calling all of the people into the courtyard itself, as there is a speech to be done to start to pretty much waver off the start of this. Yay, reading.
I'm petting a bee.
Why would you do that?
Because they're
Oh.
fuzzy.
Don't harass the bees, they're working. Like some people.
Us?
Listen, making connections is work for me.
Real shit.
Connections with the
I'm a
bees. You're
no-
not a druid.
You don't know that.
Can you tell me this man's job?
Not a beekeeper.
You never know.
As it
You-
stands,
yeah,
it's
No
a
one else here
servant
knows
bitch
what
at this
profession
point.
I have.
Some of this event just does not want to bother with how this would function in a whole party like this, but whatever. As everyone kind of gathers around, there's still the murmur of people talking. Because, it's always how crowds function, no matter how much the situation goes. Lady Gloriana Marilla stands, clinking her glass, and openly getting everyone's attention to draw them all in to a sudden arrival of the princess, to which no one actually saw arrive how she got here, but she is standing in the courtyard now. and she is loudly clinking and declaring that there is a speech from Her Majesty. You guys get the full suffering because I felt like making you suffer for it.
So,
As Gloriana stands back, letting the princess do her speaking. My friends, colleagues, and assorted enemies, it is wonderful to see that you are all out in your finery beneath the beautiful stars tonight. With any luck, the weather will be the only thing that refuses to change this evening. We have all gathered here tonight to honor Master Calbio of Breezy Creek, a master artisan and true patriot. As she points out, and there's this little straggler of a man, and you can tell even in his fine wares that he is a country bumpkin level of where he comes from. For his exquisite skill and service to our glorious empire, Master Calbio demonstrates so eloquently that a heart may be noble regardless of the stature of one's birth. And while it may be premature, I hope to be the first to congratulate you, sir, on the exaltation you will see tonight, and welcome you into the ranks of Talador's long-lived escrot aristocracy.
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 But we gather here to discuss matters of state as well, and just as the exaltation reminds us of our glorious empire, must always look out into the world to refresh our greatness of its leadership. We must all look out to the world around us and see how it has grown. The child nation our empire birthed, Adoran Shellax's last ball, have grown strong. By examining the great traditions they inherited from our motherland, and embracing those relevant to this new world, and discarding those who held them back. So too will this very night examine one of Taldor's oldest tradition, the primogeniture, with our eyes wide open to determine whether it has held us back from the glory and stability our wayward state have found. Our obligation tonight is not about one person or one vote in the Senate. It is about the nation we love and about ensuring that nation does not fall behind the times. We are the inheritors of Almighty Aslant, and I must say we must work together to avoid sharing the old empire's fate so that Taldor may endure. She hops down from the actual railing that was around the room, and a wave of supporters now group around her.
I'll give a little clap for the speech. It was fine.
Round of applause.
Yeah. Any interesting figures in the crowd, I suppose? Not, I guess, around us, not specifically because we can't see the queen at the moment.
Princess.
What did I say?
Queen.
But to
If
be
she
queen.
wishes.
All right, Junhan.
If everything goes well.
As she finishes up her speech and everyone gathers around, you kind of look around. Make a perception check.
I'd love to.
Dude, I'm so good at perception.
I say that I would love to. I don't want to, but I can.
We all do, or just one?
I mean, those who are looking around.
13.
11.
Oh.
I went with the idea that you all will be investing in perception, so I didn't really.
I thought the same exact thing.
Oh my god. This is going to be the party gets TPK'd by a surprise round.
Oh yeah, most likely.
It's a thought slash. I don't want to be talking about
Gotcha.
But you gotta type it down. You can't copy and paste.
25. If I am actually the highest perception in the
God damn it.
group, I am going to cry. Okay, I'm going to cry.
I think you're gonna cry.
Well, we don't know about the other party members that just didn't appear in the game.
Fair enough.
Oh, good roll though.
So we got 25, 13, 11, and what was the last person that
If you
got it?
can't copy and paste it, you need to type it down.
God damn it.
But bro,
/R.
Oh, no, it's /roll. You can't do /R.
Yep.
There we
Fair
go.
enough. Sorry.
I don't think I've ever used Dice Switch before.
Yeah, I tend to use that, right?
It didn't help.
Hmm.
Didn't help. All that for nothing.
All that work just to get a 6. Good lord.
you can't do this to me. You know how much I've sacrificed.
Listen, I tried rolling in the Owlbear Rodeo and that wasn't working.
Sometimes it's hit and miss. Sometimes you have to reload the page to even get it to work.
Man. I didn't perceive shit.
Because I think it was Chris that was the other one that rolled, what, 11? Or were you the 25?
I'm at 25.
That means you and Luca didn't notice. But Ruvius barely manages to notices. And
Good job.
Chris definitely noticed this one. Ruvius, you kind of noticed that there was that the aviary that was hanging out there has been bumped and it's now careening to fall.
Well, I'm gonna go and make sure that doesn't happen. Can I roll a reflex save?
And then Chris, on the other hand, you actually noticed that one of the servants that were passing by to serve drinks has now actually bumped it over, and as it's spoken, you two get a reflex save.
Not too terrible at these. I realize.
I'm-
Wait, did I do this?
I'm too distracted with my new bee friend.
Faster than lightning, please.
Okay, cool. All right,
Nice.
I got a 17. Please tell me that's enough to make sure this thing doesn't fall.
If it isn't, hopefully the 19 is.
Oh, hopefully the 19 is.
As you go to actually dive to try and stop it from falling, you do manage to stop it, but then you hear a nice loud crunch as your hands push into it, and bees fly out.
What? What?
It was
The
not high
bees.
enough.
Oh, you caught it. Let's just say it was sabotaged.
I see. How the fuck do we fix this situation?
Run.
Water.
Uh,
Honestly, that's a one way to deal with bees.
You take
Uh,
as you kind of crunch into it, you bounce back. You take 1 point of damage. As with
alright,
as Luca and Urd, you take 3. As these bays just came out of nowhere. And Chris, you take 1.
Bees.
Porque.
Alright, I take 1. Okay.
It was very good Spanish.
I am Mexican. I don't really
Sí,
speak
pero güey,
Spanish,
viva el
but I am
español,
Mexican.
campeón.
Nope, nothing. I've just got a decent accent.
That's so sad.
But yeah, as you go to try and catch it, you catch it. It's just then the wood itself actually collapses under your hands as you smash into the tough front of it.
I'll sort of raise a voice and say, "Uh, what do I say? Because this looks like I did it."
Oh, and then another fun function of it, Luca and Urge, you guys are now prone as the crowd of people that are around are all rushing out to avoid the bees.
Ah!
Fair
Okay,
enough.
this is
Ah.
my moment. I am going to say something. I can intimidate the bees to make them go away.
They are immune to intimidation.
I'm sorry, what?
They're
Uh,
vermin.
They are
I have
vermin.
a
They are immune to
trait.
mind
Yes,
affecting.
yes. I have a trait which lets me do that on animals, I think. And
Animals, not
vermin.
vermin. Oh,
Works
and
on animals
vermin.
and vermin. Unnatural presence.
Ooh.
Oh shit, that's one thing I've known that I should have taken.
Cool, I try to scare them away before they make a great ruckus.
No, they have already made the great ruckus.
Hmm?
Well,
The
it
moment,
would definitely stop.
the moment of Ruvius shoving his hands into the bee's aviary is very prominent on that one.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't shove my hands. I tried to catch the thing. All right.
Yeah,
Why
well,
the
Yeah,
why the
technically the aviary shoved itself around his hands.
you can excuse yourself all you want. There's still bees flying around.
Yeah, that's not my fault. All right.
I'm being trampled.
Well, we can deal with your trampling later.
You're
All right.
being trampled?
I draw my weapon and attack you.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
No.
It will be the soft.
I'm gonna. What's it called? I think I'm gonna call for a servant. To bring. Would I know what would help? Can I roll like a knowledge nature to understand what could help diffuse the situation?
I mean, the bees pretty much disperse themselves as the people leave. They don't
Oh,
sit for
okay.
long.
Yeah, I will make my exit then too in the crowd.
I
If
stand up in pain.
is there
Similar.
any chance I could wipe the bee residue from my hands on like somebody else's coat in the
Bee
ensuing chaos?
You mean honey and wax?
Yeah,
I mean, you got your good friend Chris here standing next to you,
I'm not framing Chris.
but everyone else pretty much has fled as soon as the bees started fluttering around to attack people.
Well, I assume we're doing this in slow motion. I assume after I've realized that I've tried to make my way out.
We'll put it in
That's
slow motion. You reach out, smash into this poor aviary. Bees flood out. Everyone flees. There's your slow
And then
motion.
I flee. Yeah, that's how that works.
Put your hands through some of the plants and leave the stain there.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll do that.
Wipe it on the
I'll
wall.
get up. I'll tidy up my clothing. And look at Gloriana and ask, the ball is still happening, right?
Yeah, it's bees. They're not gonna deter them from partying.
Then political shenanigans.
Good.
I have been harmed.
Cheap tactics is what it's called.
I thought that this was a simple, oh, look, there's an aviary that's having an issue. That could be fixed, and no, now I'm fucking framed for breaking the aviary. I'm sorry that my
That'll
character
teach you
tries.
to try to be a good guy.
Yeah, I try to be a good person. No, you fell into the trap of these people.
Welcome to nobles. The
Yep.
old sabotage aviary trick. Or
Well, to be fair,
apiary
So
the
now
trick.
we
first
have...
the first thing when I
Fuck.
thought aviary was a bird cage, and I didn't even think
Yeah.
of bees because I didn't connect that that was what an aviary
Technically,
was.
it's apiary, yeah.
Yeah, apiary.
There's not much of a distinguisher when you're pronouncing V's and P's after an A.
There is. If it's an aviary, I think it's a bird cage or something of the sort. I think you're just saying a fancy word for it. When you say apiary, I think, oh, that's bees. I probably shouldn't touch that.
I mean, there's a
I
reason they
digress.
like remark about the bees for you.
Actually, I'm wondering, can I actually ask Gloriana if there be a possibility to know the order of events in the ball? After all, I don't want to get full or a bit too drunk before the main feast or celebration. I don't know
I'm
if
going to help
Gloriana's the
my.
person to ask, but
I'm also going to help my companions up after I have hidden the evidence, I suppose.
Speaking of Martella, you hear a voice in your head.
In all of our heads, or just me?
In all of your heads.
Or okay, cool.
And you can hear as it buzzes from the senator badge into just enough to be able to hear it without someone else overhearing you, essentially. But it requests you that you are to meet her upstairs in the gallery.
all right.
The one part of the map they didn't bother to actually draw.
I see.
Taking a wide berth.
We try and go up there, but there is a error 404 map not found error. And we suddenly
Yeah.
appear in the Hell's Rebels campaign.
Which is really annoying considering there's like 3 events that happen in that freaking area.
Great.
That's funny.
Let's just in the meantime, let's just use this lower map here. That
Yeah,
has currently
this
nothing.
servant. Yeah.
Because the gallery
It's
itself
like,
is
whoop.
it's an awning overreaching the Senate, reaches over the things over the courtyard so you can see over, but there's no features in here. It is flat. And there is currently I guess circus display would be the most accurate to go for. I mean, there's currently gestures, juggling, and everything. It's got like a whole little circus set up right now.
I assume that there were napkins, right, or like towels or something to like get food off of you.
I mean, you
take
can
those
ask
as well.
you can ask for a passing servant to help you with that problem. As long
Do
as
you
you're
have
not
napkins?
standing in the courtyard.
Yeah. I'm not staying. I'm like moving away towards the thing with my group and say, could you pass me a napkin or a towelette, whichever one you have here.
As you head up to that top floor, the full circus is like all actually going and partying. There's juggling, there's acrobatics going, and Martella stands there. And as you approach her, she's actually happily clapping to the circus actions going on. As she finally notices, she goes back to her more serious look as she turns to you. Now,
Covered in bee stings.
now that the princess has formally launched this gala as it's starting up to it, we need to start our plans for it. You remember your missions, yes?
I do.
From here, we have the free time to roam about and actually talk and function with people. Not a lot of time, but we do have time. So act quick on your feet, and hopefully good news will come up to it. And she taps the badge. I will be in communications if anything needs or arises. But for now, I will see you head off to it. And she
All right.
kind of shirks off and off to her tasks, leaving you to do what you feel like. From here, we will just simply start down the list of turn of actions for it. As we will do the awesomeness of social combat.
Oh, great.
As it stands, the NPCs that are on display are where they are currently located. We'll just put these back into visual lanes. They are these two were standing at that second floor that you guys are currently on. But as,
Silka the Fantabulous.
it stands, we'll start with Rubius. What is your plans for round 1?
Plan for round 1 is to find this. He is Count. Count Orlando, and of course deliver the message to him. Of course, making my greetings and telling him of my association with Lady Martell.
Annoyingly, it seems to be fun this on its conflictions of where it decides to put rules for it. Moving from area to area, you will have to make a acrobatics check to swiftly and aptly move through the crowd of people roaming the floors.
Oh, great. Cool. I totally planned for this. All right. Cool. Cool, I guess. All right. That is a 14 plus 1, 15.
All right, you are free to move wherever it is you want to go towards on the map here.
I assume I would head the archives is where I assumed he would be. And he's not on here because he's bozo.
He's a ghost NPC that gets to enjoy sitting there.
And a spectre.
Yeah.
But arriving to the archive, you find him fairly easily. He's socializing with the other group onto him.
Hmm.
How exactly you're going to approach him?
Is he in the middle of a conversation at the moment, or is he just sort of listening?
He's part of the group conversation. He's not necessarily talking like all the value of it.
I see. Excuse me. One second. I had this up. Excuse me, Your Lordship, Count Orlando. I was wondering if I could speak with you for but a moment.
Of course. I'm sure you were here with the helpfulness that I ordered earlier today.
That is exactly what I am here for. The name is Ruvius Akon, arcane studyist, and of course, person related, a guest of Martel Lithold. And I will, of course, pass him the note while I say that.
Perfect. Now, I will be back shortly. I'm sure I will have to refer some informations back to them to ensure the safety of this message as he heads into one of the back room areas and closes the door behind him.
Fair enough. I guess while I wait for him, I will eavesdrop on the conversation and try to understand what exactly I just interrupted for him.
Let's see here. These lovely people.
No eaves peeping.
Let's go back to their awesome killer section. They are currently in a conversation over trade deals between the areas around them, Avista, Chilaxis, and what things that are changing over in prices. A lot of drolling commerce stuff for the most part. Who's changed regimen and who's moved up and down in positions. What merchants have made a particular splash. Nothing super exciting to hear about, but
I see.
most of it is just talking about importing and exporting goods to the lands around them.
I assume I wouldn't gain anything by sort of just implanting myself in the conversation, so I will simply wait.
For the most part, it's really boring, like on the books numbers stuff. Yes, the flower is being traded to this place. The price either goes up or down depending on what blah blah blah. You know, the fun
Yeah.
mathy stuff.
Oh,
Unless you
mathematics.
particularly want to bore yourself with numbers, they don't talk anything particularly going.
Sadly, the average.
Chris, what do you feel the need to go and say hi to?
I must apologize for something, but I don't remember you introducing Wisika the Fantabulos. It's so funny. Who is she or he?
Wait, who?
You're gonna go talk to the Fantabulos?
Uh, it's a mime. It's a clown. It's so funny. I want to know a bit more about it, but I need to focus on the mission.
Well, she's standing there juggling. As
Oh my
you,
gosh, I
as
didn't even
as
see
your
this.
gaze looks over at that, she smiles at you and waves.
The clown has all the information. All right, we need to focus on the clown.
Totally.
And distinctly, it is from what you can tell, from the distance you're at, it would be a halfling. But she's dressed up in her full clown jester outfit, juggling, playing with the rest of the clowns.
Hmm. Kalitas or Moon, any two of you, you wanted to steal the things, right?
Uh, not me. I'm not good at stealing.
I'm not bad at it, but not great.
If I have a
Well,
good roll, maybe.
my
No,
stealth is lacking.
actually no,
Although,
because I don't have ranks in sleight of hand, so I'd be at a disadvantage.
oh god, yeah, for stealing you need sleight of hand, and I do not have it. I wanted to provide you two maybe a distraction so you could accomplish your goals. That, or I need to ask you something, DM. The wine spoiling operation, is it in this party?
The wine itself would be stored where into the servants area with the rest of the kitchen stuff.
How to get there?
I mean, the same way you got up, you go down the stairs and into the kitchen.
Yeah, but not in a weird way, you know?
Without being suspicious.
I mean, nobles are weird. Let's be real.
Hmm,
You can
good
always talk
point.
with this. You can always talk with the servants and try and get friends with them. It's not the weirdest thing in the world. They're still people,
Yeah, they are still
Or
people,
order them around.
and
albeit poor.
and I'm a known alcoholic. Of course, I will want to get access to where to store the wine. Hmm. Yes, as a matter of fact, I shall do that. I will try my best to mingle and bingle, at least using my bluff, trying to convince the servants that first, I'm a very friendly person. Second, that I am interested in looking at the wine cellars of the area because I want to take a taste. I cannot really dance without my wine, you know?
Of course. All right, so I need you to make a bluff check.
You got this.
Oh, right. First, an acrobatics,
Oh, you had to move.
as you are moving through the crowds of people.
Oh, do not worry. I'm good at this.
I pray you could make the DC.
Whoop.
Yes.
Yeah, no, you easily make your way all the way down to the servants' corner.
Like dancing in the wind.
As you enter in, they kind of give you they don't give you too much of a notice for it. You can tell that a lot of them are looking at you like it's weird to see you walking into the kitchen, as you are dressed in a nicer outfit and are more what they'd assume a guest would look like. But beyond that, they don't particularly try to stop you from entering.
Uh, well, I will look for one that looks particularly unoccupied, since I know that I'm being a barter. Well, hello there, sir. I will try my best to look slightly inebriated. You see, I am quite interested in the wine that will be served later, and I am sad to say that my trustworthy flask has already been emptied by me. Will I please get the access to where you store the wine?
You bluff check
I would
for me.
like to taste.
Of course, man. Of course. Let me show you to the wine room, and the wine room itself is actually this little spacey here. As you step in, it is lined with wine bottles. As they're on the wall, there's no particular like markings for which one is which.
Such a beautiful place. Do you know much about this? Any particular recommendation about this place?
And unfortunately, most of these are showcase wines, so I am not really allowed to be touching them for any reason until the actual grand dinner arrives.
Of course. I'm not
We have
asking
the
you to touch
ones that are stored in the it. They tap this like full-on barrel keg of what you'd assume would be the most generic wine served in there. It's still better than what you buy at the store. It's fine wine, but it's the mass-produced fine wine. This would be the one that we use for servicing the people around the rooms. Was there a
I see.
particular one you were looking for, or something beyond just this fine taste? I don't.
Were we given the name of the wine that I am supposed to waste?
No. He was just told that it was a 150-year-old wine. As you kind of look over the wall, you make it a price check.
Oh God.
Craft alchemy or brewery.
I have only a +1 to that.
Oof. Oh,
Better roll well.
I want to use knowledge drunk.
Make your appraise check.
Profession drunkard. Oh.
Ooh.
As you kind of gaze around to it, your eyes sparkle as all these bottles of wines on the wall. And as much as you're not super knowledgeable about it, from what you can tell, most of these wines, they're expensive wines. Which one is the one that you're looking for? You're not really sure. The value of them is really overwhelming to see.
To say that this was a good idea is a terrible overstatement.
We'll move on to Luca. What's your plans?
Okay, so
Oh, be right back.
I'm in two fields of thought. Either I try and get the theft going, or I try and see if we can get friends in high places. So we need to keep an eye on Eric Kalhadion. Who the hell is he? Where are they? I don't see them.
Who are you looking for?
Kalhadion Vernissant. We have to keep an eye on him. Why was that?
Kahalion, he's right here. He's where I am.
Yeah, but why do we have to keep an eye on him? I forgot.
I that was one of the ones that wasn't explained very well. It was just quite literally keep an eye on him.
She wants you to
Perfect,
know
okay.
what his side of the tree branch he's sitting on.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that one specifically. Oh shit,
he's just an unknown.
I should have gotten to
Gotcha.
that
He's a
conversation.
fence sitter voter right now.
I didn't realize that was him. Like I could have gotten in the conversation with him. Fuck you, DM. You're making that seem boring.
Okay, can you do that next turn? That's my thought.
Yeah, I can.
Perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm planning on strategizing here because I will tell you this. I love social encounters so much. So you got them doing that. You went there, assess the wine. Somebody else want to talk to somebody else, right? I don't remember who.
Right now our jobs are
Sabotage, gather info on Duke Centimas and Countess Abriel Place.
we
That
can
we
also
can
persuade
do.
Baron Nicholas Akara to sway the vote to Utopia. He has a
Also-
debt as a partnership.
Just in case you guys have forgotten, there is a time limit on stealing the items from the exhibit.
Yes, there is.
How would we get to stealing the items? Because if we get it so like people are distracted, that will do wonders for us, of course.
And the question is, how populous is that area?
I think your bigger dilemma is how many eyes are prying on you to find out when you steal it. Because it's one thing if you steal it. It's another thing if you steal it and they see you walking away from the area where it just got stolen from.
How would they know it's stolen?
Yeah.
Just kind of have to hope they don't go to look at it right afterwards.
Yeah.
You gotta remember,
Is there like
the
a
people
Well,
that are
actually, no
curator?
one should be looking at them right now because the show for them hasn't started. The problem is just the area around it.
Is there like a main curator of the museum?
hey, here's your friend here, Olvig, Jarlborn, the sickest Skyrim name you can get.
Jarlborn. Gotcha. If he's the curator, because maybe you can find the curator and distract him to do something regarding like focusing the attention on some random other item in the museum, so we can steal them easily. That's what I thought. It would need somebody else to help, but I think that's doable. Do we have anybody good sleight of hand aside from me?
I have a great disable device. I have a terrible sleight of hand.
I have great sleight of hand. I have bad civil device.
Fair enough.
I think that may have more benefit in this case, because it's more about taking something without being noticed, not disarming traps.
Definitely.
Unless they're traps. Anyway.
Or I
If I
assume
am
lockpicking or whatever.
if I'm correct on the rules, then my sleight of hand untrained would be a -1.
Nonetheless, we do still have to check on Pythagoras, so I will be heading there. Definitely.
Make your acrobatics.
Yes, sir. I think it's this. Let me check just in case. Yeah, it's not. 20, not natty, 30.
Yeah, I mean, you make your way there. It's not the hardest thing in the world. Between the servants moving around, everything, there's enough of a crowd of people running around.
Gotcha. So now who do I talk to? Or, like, keep an eye out on?
Realistically, the big thing it's focusing on is basically spotting you taking something from on top of the cabinets. It's a crowded enough room that there's people that hiding yourself isn't really necessary. It's just spotting someone taking things off the counter is essentially what we're looking for.
Gotcha.
So not even a stealth check needed. Just the sleight of hand is the issue.
Just the sleight of hand. It doesn't remark anything about having to be stealthy about it.
I have good sleight of hand, but it's not insane sleight of hand. That's my fear, because maybe if it's a DC 20, I have a 13%, 13 on the D20 to succeed.
I'm not
I
gonna
would need
lie,
a
this is
natural
the
20.
hardest DC for this whole process.
I would
Yeah,
imagine.
it's that. I have things that can save my ass, but
Hopefully, you have things that can save your ass.
how do we make it so it's easier for us? That's my main thing right now. Do you know anything about a curator in this? Again, I'm asking again because that's our best bet here. If we can distract people with some other exhibition,
Hmm.
good. But who would it be? Not sure what Maxillar. What about the other two?
Uh, don't know.
Can you like just attract attention of yourself in the entire area? Not sure how it works.
I
I'm not
mean,
sure how the diplomacy things work.
the straight up comes for it is you can influence the room in an attempt
Okay,
to
we
make
can
people
maybe
more
do
favorable.
that. Again, it's more forming a distraction. Is this for the entire party or just for one person?
It would be for the one room. Whatever room you're standing in, if you decide to, you can influence the room.
Not terrible. I can start influencing the room and somebody else can help. And maybe that gets us something.
I mean,
You
who
want-
else is good at sleight of hand?
If you
Well-
want to influence the room, it is appraise knowledge, history, or nobility, perception, spellcraft, or use magic device.
I am
Hmm?
the worst at this. Is anybody here even remotely good at any of these checks?
I can go down there during my turn to.
Beyond that, you can just simply attempt to pocket the item.
Yeah, but I don't want to risk that because I get caught and I have something that can help, but it's not the best thing in the world.
I can influence the room down there.
So you can start beginning to cook up a distraction. I hate having to burn the turn, you know, that's why it annoys me.
I mean, you could talk to Maxillar, the high
Yeah, I'm
strategist.
thinking possibly that. Maybe we can get him to help us, even though our whole point is to keep an eye on them. Sure.
He was
I'll
one of those
approach the
people that
fellow.
didn't have a picture in the book, and it annoyed me.
I don't know. Do I? Now I wish I moved to a different place because it's the worst place for Caliphas in the entire place.
I'm telling you, you can still sleight of hands.
Sure, let's be funny.
You can take your risk.
Gets
Which item are
thrown
you
out
wanting to?
immediately.
Which item do you particularly want to take?
Let's go for the journal. I can't wait for you to say the hardest one. Perfect.
Nah, they all have the same difficulty. I don't have to worry about that.
If anything, the fucking
Yeah!
buckler would be the hardest.
You
He's over
dumb.
here shitting his pants, and the immediate
Almighty.
20s is a skill roll.
Yoink.
Nice.
Yeah, you
There
pocket
was
your
just
lovely book.
literally nobody there, so he just like grabs it and just yeah.
Yeah, you see a
Yeah,
nice
no one
empty.
cared about the book.
You turn, look around, and you pocket it without
She
even
swaps
anyone
it
looking.
for like a local newspaper.
The Talador Times.
Yeah. There we go. Perfect. Now I just need to do that 2 more times in a row.
Yeah.
So that makes it What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna go up to the art section, try and influence the room to try and take some of the heat off.
Sure, making acrobatics.
Splendid. Oh yeah, you have to get here.
As contrary as this barren map looks, there's a bunch of people that are minor no named people walking around.
Let's see. Well, that's a 9.
Well, you make it. You move towards the gallery, and it takes you quite a bit of time to get there, but you do make it. You just can't do anything else.
Aw.
The lovely crowd of people have gotten in your way every step you take. You go to take that left step, and someone steps in front of you. You go to the right, someone steps in front of you. An almost uninfuriating
I'm
statement of people.
damn, should have used performance dance.
But you make it there. It's just
Leave.
it took you you essentially took your sweet time to get there.
I'm getting mobbed for autographs. Clearly.
More like you're being blocked off by half the servants that are passing through.
Junhan is gonna pretend that he's getting mobbed for autographs.
Hands a piece of paper with his sign named on it to all the servants that block his path.
Yep. I just start signing their napkins.
I can picture it. And Rubius, what are you doing? As you're waiting for the arrival of the guy with the letter.
Yeah. So these people have been sort of talking. What is like as of their political state, right? They're talking about trade routes. They're talking about things. I assume this and Casimir being the second biggest city, and of course trade routes are very important to these two things. What is the most recent trade that they are discussing?
Currently, they are talking about trades with Galaxis. As it has been mentioned from it, our good friend here, Varma, has actually been staying in and out of it, of going to Chilaxis. And they speak of some of the weapons that are hanging around there, because Eldor loves its war for lots of reasons.
Yeah. So knowing what I know, what is the princess's opinion on the trade with Chilaxis as well as the economic opportunities thereof, if anything? I can roll knowledge and ability.
Yeah, it would be a knowledge nobility.
Let's fucking go. This is what I'm going to do for every check. I hope you know. So that's going to be 25.
As far as it goes for her opinion on it is, from her, as her speech stated, they've done well compared to Talador and in its advancements by shedding off old things that weren't working and doing stuff. She appreciates knowing that there would be getting a trade route with them would bolster them. She is wary, considering it is Chilaxis, that they are very notorious for devil work, and they're not exactly the greatest about keeping their deals, at least to the word that they gave you. And the military approach that Chilaxis does for the overarching world, considering how often they conquer pretty much whatever they seek out, isn't exactly the greatest, but if they had to deal with them, she wouldn't be against it, but she would hold them at a arm's length more than anything else.
I am so sorry to intrude people of such high status and business dealings specifically, but I am actually a Casimir native and know a bit of the trade routes which work from there. And I was wondering if any of you have possibly thought of the possibility of what exactly the princess's involvement in the trade with Galaxis and possibly other neighbors would be if she were to win this vote, and the economic opportunities of those places. if that makes sense, or if you guys would switch trade routes depending on the Queen's decision. I'm
As,
essentially I'm throwing like a ballpark question to get them to talk to me is what I'm doing.
make a knowledge local check for me.
Knowledge local, yeah. All right.
Or if you have knowledge engineering.
I have both. Knowledge engineering plus 10. That is a 13, so 23.
And then make a sense motive for me.
I love sense motive because I'm actually quite good at sense motive. Well, actually, I'm not good at sense motive, but it's one of my better skills. So that's a natural 20.
No, you
8.
can read the room.
Plus 6, sorry, not plus 8. So total of 26.
As you kind of speak of the whole trade stump, the moment you mention the princess, you can see a noticeable shift to our good friend the Earl here. He eyes you and eyes you, and from what you can feel, he's now super suspicious of your standpoint from speaking about it. As for the other three, they start blabbing on about how they have the magic and war situation works really effective. Places like Shalaxis has some really nice magical stuff that can be used to fight and develop really nice stuff. The magical weapons that come out of there has been very particular. Their stance on the fact that Shalaxis has been conquering many. The Varisians have kind of kept themselves off-putting onto it, but a lot of it just breaks down to is the development of their magic and conquering tactics has been very influential. But beyond that, the rest of them feel mostly like, yeah, they're here just for the political stance of, hey, yeah, we can do trade with whatever and all the different things. Beyond that, our lovely Earl friend kind of eyes you down as he talks.
Yeah, I will. I'll sort of switch the conversation and talk about the possible. Can I roll like a knowledge? Has there been a great change in our sort of southern friends of Siren and Absalon? Well, actually, Absalon, the guy who leads it, has been missing for a bit. I'll kind of throw around. I don't know much about the southern friends past the past Absalon, but I know Absalon has been as of late missing their leader, which may cause a great opportunity for the Taldorian military, possibly conquering trade routes that Absalon held dear. Of course, that southern push may seem a bit aggressive, but of course, for the great state of Taldor, I think anything is possible. I'll sort of shift it towards that and discuss that with them to sort of ease the discussion, I guess, away from the princess, I guess.
As you kind of discuss it, as you speak of the missing ruler to Absalon, even as much as they want to try and conquer that, the amount of people with really powerful magic there is very much deterrent, as it is the focal point of pretty much all the well-renowned wizards of the world.
I see. That's fair. And I will continue this conversation and try to get the vibe of this man, as he has seemed very suspicious of me since I mentioned the princess. But try to get the vibe of this guy. And I assume that will be it for my turn.
Yeah. And then we'll move down to Chris. What are we looking at your plan for this round?
I need to identify that particular wine. But I also need to act natural. So, while serving myself, refiling my flask with a little bit of this fine wine, I will do some casual talk with this good fellow here and ask him about what does he know about this all showcase wine. I know that they are not supposed to touch it, but there must be one that has a particularly good story. I know that nobles like to flaunt their status by bringing here special bottles of, I don't know, 170, 150 years old.
He kind of gives you. You can tell that he really doesn't know like a whole lot about the wines. As for what's going to happen with it, as far as he knows, the nobles themselves are actually going to come to service this wines as the way to showmanship their proud heritage of where they got it, what timelines on it. So most of the servants around the area have very little ideas. I'm sure there's some who can probably guess if they try and look into it, but most of them aren't gonna really touch the wines, lest they will be flogged.
Yeah, I can understand that. A harsh thing.
By the way,
By
make
the
an
way, while
appraise check.
all of this is happening, could I do a perception to aid my appraisal? I don't know, maybe they have a way to catalog these wines.
Yeah, make an
I
appraise
can
check.
guess that tiger. Let's have something that.
Yeah, no, it's an appraise check.
God help me. God is alive. He's with me.
He finally showed up. As you're kind of looking around to it, you your guesstimation of it, it finally dawns on you that the bottle's sitting there with a nice gold tassel hanging off of it that looks to be the correct one that you're looking for. Most of the rest of them look like they would be more in like the 50-year range, whereas that one looks like it would have been an older developed bottle. Sad that you barely how badly you failed, but badly the failure your last appraise check was. You missed it by 2.
I missed what? Sorry.
You missed your appraise check on that first time by 2.
Oh God. Hmm. In
But
that case,
as you kind of look around and drift off, the servant walks out of the room and heads back to his duties.
well, isn't that convenient?
Shh, it's convenient plot points. I'm gonna need you to make me a disable device.
Disable, 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 disable. Okay, 3.
16. I mean,
Oh.
the device is a cork, so hopefully.
Yeah, but the whole thing is you want it not to be noticed that you did this.
Yep. I think it's kind of inserting the needle and
Because yeah, you can just jab it in there, but then there's gonna be a big old hole in it.
yeah, you need to be careful.
Now you're trying to make it look like what you're jabbing in there is still not jabbed in. Which you do pass the DC, thankfully.
Oh, by the way, before doing all of this, he kisses the bottle and says, "I'm sorry," and erases the kiss.
Drops a prayer for it, pours a little bit out of his flask. Yeah, you stick
A
the needle in.
little bit of his ruined alcohol.
He looks down at the alcohol on the floor. I'm sorry. Yeah, you jab the needle in, get it in there, and You admire your work, and it looks like no telltale sign that it's been messed with. The initial plug into it, you can hear the fizzing as it starts to mix with the wine and the putrid substance.
Today I have become a monster. Allow me to leave.
Beyond that, you were still able to make your movement.
Just the servants notice him walking out with tears in his eyes.
He's drunk. That's how I will explain it.
Oh, most of them overheard his conversation about his alcohol stuff, but they just think, "Oh yeah, he's just a weird alcoholic." Any particular place you want to move to now?
I could help our little troop in doing the stealing.
So make your
Or rather,
acrobatics.
movement.
Acrobatic. God damn.
My god.
God, people are wasting 20 on the stupidest shit. Yeah,
The wine
you
is
see
giving me powers.
you in your sadness of rushing out, you seem to run into no one in the process. It almost feels like God's given road of pathways for you.
Yeah, they were all in my way, so the
Yeah,
so it left the path open for you.
they were all blocking Erd, so
We
they were all
arrive at the
distracted.
same time.
You arrive, and then the drunk shows up behind you. All right, and Luca, what's your plans?
Sadly, I can't delay my turn. What a shame.
Man. Worst part is I
Well-
realized I could have used Daring Do during the acrobatics row.
This is so sad. Chat, do we gamble?
You gonna go steal one of the items?
Let's go gambling.
What you stealing?
Nikolai, are you good at this too, by the way? I'm just asking.
Gamba?
Fine. Fine. Yes! I'm
Hey.
yonking the dagger.
You pocketing that poor dagger?
Damn right.
All right. And for our final turn for the night, Erd, what are you doing?
I'm going to sort of walk over, kind of just absentmindedly talking about. I assume that there's also exhibits on the outside of
Yeah, I mean,
the
there's
walls.
banners hanging off the walls for a lot of the space. There's pictures of previous battles that have been painted. Much of them have been glorified for mostly propaganda's sake more than anything else.
And so Junhan's kind of just walking around, like kind of half talking to these three over here, half talking to himself, just really appreciating the craftsmanship and the value of these items. And then in particular moves over here and starts talking about the buckler to try and draw more attention towards the buckler and away from everything else, but also because it's the thing left that he would know the best about, as I'm going to try to influence the room with an appraise check.
All right.
Let's see. Um, let's see. Still a 16, I guess. Junhan, please, you have to roll better.
I'm liking these rolls. This is great.
I swear I know a lot about stuff.
I feel that.
It's a valuable buckler.
You got this, man.
The 16.
You said appraise.
Yep.
Well, you can feel some glances to look over at you, but beyond that, not particularly a whole lot of people like turning their attention to you. You can get the occasional glance over, but beyond that, nothing particularly excites anyone when as you talk about it.
I'm just another art snob. No.
The true fate of every one of our characters, we are unimportant.
Yeah, unfortunately, you didn't make enough for the threshold.
I figured.
Same.
There's a good chunk of the threshold, considering the points added is based off of how much you succeed over the DC. But from here, we will call it a night. That some people have
Wonderful.
awesome time zones.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm quite tired because I have to get up
It's
at like
4
6.
a.m. in Switzerland right now. Kill me.
I am
It's
sorry to hear
7:12 over here.
Anyway, this was a
Or
really fun
12
session. I
PM.
love social encounters like these.
that. Yes, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed
So we
role playing with you people.
did
Yeah.
we did 1 out of 3 jobs and we almost finished the other one.
Did we?
Yes, because we have
The
the
court
wine
job
and
is done. And the theft job just needs me to get lucky. Punk.
We're playing
Fair
lottery luck with thieving.
Yeah.
I have this. The reason why I'm willing to gamble is because I have this feature, which is really funny.
The the hardest thing about me is I can't lie. This character can't lie well. So like if I
Fine, we
try to
don't need
make a
people to
claim,
lie. We need
oh
people to
that
be nice.
Ah, don't
I
worry.
know.
Diplomacy, intimidate, and bluff really don't help you with a lot of the stuff around here, so you're fine.
I feel like that's a joke
A
because
lot
it's a
of things
social
here,
concept.
yeah.
social combat.
Yeah, no, in
Um,
social
in social
combat, they
combat-
purposely removed bluff, diplomacy, and intimidate for a lot of the stuff.
Oh really?
It's still
Holy
there,
shit.
but a lot of it got
No,
removed.
what they do is those checks tend to have a slightly higher DC.
I see.
However,
So
if you do the thing that this like noble, for example, there's probably the jester, I would say. If you use performance, it's probably the lowest DC because it's a jester.
I see.
and it's why I'm using appraise on this room over here.
So I'm actually
Like-
doing what the module intended me to do.
Well, this modular
Yes.
has altered the social things for it by simplifying it. A lot of the stuff that you normally use diplomacy and bluff for, a lot of the characters don't get influenced by it. You have to talk to stuff they're interested in.
Which I
Like,
believe
can
I
you
did.
still do diplomacy and stuff you're interested in?
Yeah, like the regular stuff does work, but it's not going to be as influential as, talking engineering with the guy who really likes engineering.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
most of it you receive the higher DC or, and in most cases, a nice sexy minus.
Yeah. Jesus, this is.
Which honestly makes sense. It's a very valid method of doing it. Obviously, the
definitely.
diplomacy ones will be higher DC, especially because people in this campaign would particularly specialize in diplomacy. Obviously.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Anyway,
because
yeah,
you're
I
just
have
being
this.
generally nice
Yeah.
isn't necessarily the best thing all the time.
Yeah, we don't want to
Yeah.
fall
I
into
have
the
this feature.
we don't want the
which
Hell's
basically
Rebel
means everybody
situation
know.
where everyone's a paladin
Yeah.
because fuck that shit. Then why not?
I have this feature that I'm hoping that if I ever fuck up the self-hand check, I can use to save my ass. It's like, oh, well, no, he's just being a moron again.
If only I had to use my feature to save myself from that acrobatics failure.
It's fine. It's the first session in the campaign.
So okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I am making progress. Okay, I'm not
Yes.
doing stupid moves. I get that.
Yeah, dude, you're doing good. You just got bad luck on your acrobatics. No, that's a different PC. But you are doing exactly what you're supposed to do, and yeah, good job, Pat.
Your
Oh, by
social
the way,
combat wants you to avoid those common tropes. and because it's insulting to those who don't have charisma to try and do any of this shit.
I
Yeah.
love
I have a
playing
+1 charisma.
geopolitics in a world I know nothing about. This is very fun. I was on the wiki being like, okay, where the fuck is the closest countries that I can talk to this guy about? It's like, okay, south. I know Arizia is not like doing well right now, and from my research, my home country, blah blah blah, blah, or my home city.
Hey, when in doubt, talk Cheliax. Everyone always wants to bitch about Cheliax.
Oh god, they always have an opinion on it. The Chilaxis nation has opinions everywhere. They are a conquering nation.
Well, it's Cheliax.
If you
Yeah,
want to,
and it's one of our or the nation's like ex colonies or whatever it is.
Yeah,
they're actually a sister nation. Don't be rude.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
not how
assume
we
if
see it.
yeah, I assume if I prod being like, okay, well, how about like, because sadly I'm not a guy in trade. I'm just a wizard. Even though I haven't
Well,
told these
I'm
guys.
gonna have to go sleep now.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
have
see it.
to like
Night.
work.
No
It's been
problem.
wonderful playing.
Good
Yeah,
night.
fun times. Thank you all for the session. This would go crazy with some music, by the way, but that's me being slight evil.
I put your music on the music that you
Oh
sent.
yeah,
Mitch.
I did that
So
earlier. I
no.
completely forgot.
Well, bye guys.
Yeah.
See it.
I was gonna say I don't remember. No, yeah, I don't know, because if I mention the princess, then there's like a suspicion of like I'm trying to get that, right?
It's just
I
that
mean-
guy.
You did. That's the thing, though. You did get that. That's information that we did need.
Oh yeah, that
the out of character knowledge for you. That particular guy does not like anything to do with the princess.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes
And
sense.
he was an unknown for us. We know it now.
So the moment you mentioned it, he immediately knew that you were working for the princess, and became very suspicious onto what you're trying to do.
I see.
And unfortunately, he did not hide his intentions well enough. So now we're aware of him too.
So I think we completed that. Is that a completion, or do I need to like
Uh,
prod for it?
Because of the way it's worded, it might not technically be completed because we just need to keep tabs on him. But kind of yes.
I see.
We could add
We-
him to the bad guys list.
Yeah, we got the biggest sort of information about him that like we really needed.
I
He
see.
is against us.
By the way, who was the guy? This Remiliar Casno, maybe? The
The
one
who?
who noted down. The one who we know doesn't like the princess.
Yeah, the Earl Calhadian Vernissant.
Yeah, suspicious at the mention of the princess. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
God. Oh wait, I can just make shit up. I can just make rumors up that something will happen if the prince goes. That's a good thing. I forgot that I can just do that. I don't mean anything to these people.
You say
and
that.
we still need to talk to Centimus and Pace. I guess yeah. Let's see, what else do we have? Because we almost have the theft done. We have the wine done.
I want to talk to the Fantabulous, honestly. Even if you all
I mean, go ahead.
go talk with
Hey,
the
we
mine.
have 10. We have 10 rounds in total.
Excuse me, you have 8 rounds?
The XP
I said in total.
Yeah, and this
We have
guy.
8 rounds left.
Yeah, this guy.
I had to make sure. I put a counter down to make sure I could keep track of the rounds.
Also, this guy is fucking slow. He's not getting back to me. I'm the mailman. All right, give
He
me your
del-
fucking mail.
He delays you for one social round, is what it says.
You can go fuck
Oh,
himself.
he's an
I'm the
asshole.
mailman. Yeah, he's an
Because
asshole.
he has
I'm
to
the
write.
mailman.
He has to write his response.
Well, he should have written the response before the letter came in.
He didn't know what the fuck the letter was.
Well, that's too bad.
If I
Wasted
walk
my
up to
goddamn
you,
time.
how fast do you think you can do that?
How How fast can
Oh, yeah.
I?
Hey,
can
I
Run
want you.
messages.
I want you to read this 3-page letter and then write me a response back to it. That isn't
I'll
just
tell you
one
the response.
sentence.
I don't care if it's one sentence. This is from
Yeah,
my
well, you're not a
understanding,
noble.
Martell is not. Oh, well, yeah, I'm not a noble. I'm a wizard. All right. Which
You
makes
can
me
You
write
would-
very.
fast.
You wouldn't be
Yeah, which-
happy if you wrote someone a full list of things and all they responded to us was yes.
Oh,
that
right.
means
We
Yes to
also
what?
need
that
to talk
means
to
that
Idris
means that
Elba.
I have a response that means that this person agrees to the all aforementioned list.
But what if you aren't asking yes or no questions?
Well, then their
Hey, what's your
vagueness,
opinion on
they
this thing? Yes.
they agree with it.
What are they agreeing with? You're asking for
agreeing
their
with the
opinion,
entirety of
not whether they agree or not. You're asking for their opinion. If their opinion is yes, see, if you're going to be a teacher, you learn that opinions are not just yes. You're a literature major. You
Also-
should know better than that.
I know I'm fucking.
Also, you are just a servant right now. You're not. He doesn't care about keeping you waiting.
Yeah,
Oh,
as
no,
far
yeah,
as
he
he's
does.
concerned, you're a servant. You're treated
know.
the same way all the rest of the waiters that are walking around is. When he gets back to you, he'll get back to you.
Yeah.
That's the other half of it. You're talking to nobles
Yeah.
who don't have respect for you.
Assuming that the third relic is, or quote unquote relic is stolen, then that and the running the messages is us meeting the minimum requirement for success here.
I'm glad we don't know what the
Oh,
minimum
oh.
requirement for success is.
But we got
Oh, I
we
thought it
got
was supposed to be 3
100%.
missions. I must have been
There
No,
is
it
no
was
confusing it
minimum.
with the 3 artifacts.
Yeah,
There
it was
is
the
no
three.
minimum.
Well, it'll be 3 things then at least.
To
We're going
complete the mission,
100%.
you have to steal at least 3 things. But to be successful in general, you guys technically could do nothing for 10 rounds.
Yeah.
And then have the world's like most amazing description, because it assumes that if you guys can't accomplish it, that our good friend Marthella does it. So if you did nothing for 10 rounds, she somehow magically does all the tasks that you guys are supposed to do.
That's funny. That's
I
super
was
You
funny.
dying
fucking
when I read
useless
that.
hacks.
Do we still get paid?
If you don't complete the missions, however, you only get the half-ass payment, not the extra payment.
I see. Um.
Because as far as it's concerned,
Oh, wait,
she's
I
paying
can
you
wait,
to
I can
attempt
pull a
these, and when
power
you
move.
succeed, then you receive more payment.
Wait, I can pull a power move. I can just look at the guy who's coming back and be like, I don't know why. I can be like, I'm glad that you kept a wizard waiting, and then completely ignore him, take the letter, and continue talking to the people that I was talking to. Ooh.
You
I wouldn't
can do
recommend
that.
And you're gonna find out that's not gonna work for you, but hey, I'll take it.
I know, but
Yeah.
it'd be funny. It'd be funny, right? It'd be funny.
Remember, those peace ribbons can be snapped very easily.
I I I I hope a noble would is my response.
Oh, a noble would.
I don't think you want to find out what happens on that one.
And I assume he's not particularly low level either.
Well, this guy doesn't even have a picture. All right, this guy doesn't even have a picture.
Well, if we go by what the book says, they average 12th level on most of the things, if not higher.
Why the fuck? Why?
Because
he's
what
a
is
noble.
this game? What is this game, dude?
You're
Because
not
it's-
supposed to
it's
fight
to
these
keep
guys.
you from fighting things, is giving them high enough level you can't fight them.
Why would we fight nobles? I never said I wanted to fight a noble.
No,
Because
but when
you
you
get
threaten
murdered
them and you
almost
need an
every
ass kicking,
campaign.
you're gonna get an ass kicking.
I didn't threaten him. I said thank you. You've
By
kept
the
a
way,
wizard
guys,
waiting.
I am leaving. Good night to
That's
you
that
all.
that's not a threat.
See
That
ya.
is an
Night.
observation. Good night.
Like,
I
clearly you
would
don't
like to
understand nobles.
duel Princess Eutropia, though.
She's gonna beat your ass.
I know she would, but I'm all about swords, and she's a known duelist. It's kind of screaming in Junhan's blood to duel her, but he knows that he can't.
Yeah, go ahead, pick a fight with her. They actually gave me her stat block. She's gonna kick the shit out of you.
Yeah, I
That's-
know.
That's not the thing. That's not a threat though. What I said isn't a threat. It's an observation. It's a
It
fact.
is to a noble.
Oh, it
if
very
if
much is to a noble.
if a fact is a fighting words for a noble, I believe
Clearly,
that
you were
nobles-
not fit to be a teacher if you assume that stating a fact.
No, okay. First off, stop fucking saying. Obviously, you can't be a teacher. You're being an asshole. Second off, I'm joking.
I could
I
put the other
understand
half
that
of it. It's the same thing for parenting. If you state a fact so flippantly, that's an asking for an ass beating. Regardless of what it is, they expect a level of respect. If you just flippantly state
I
something, they're going to be
understand
mad at
that.
you.
That's why I'm making this joke. It's a joke.
He's gonna pull off a chancleta.
Like the funniest part about it, they're just expecting a level of respect regardless of who you are. Hell, they do that
I
to each
understand
other.
that.
The only difference is most people know the not to say shithead things to each other.
I understand that. Yeah.
Unless you're closed doors, then you're free to say whatever.
Okay.
In the privacy curtains that totally don't have glory holes.
No, they have more
New ones.
dignity than that. Most of them can do that at home. They don't have to worry about that problem. Unlike poor people here.
It's not about what they can do. It's about what they want to do. It's the fun of it.
That's called the after party. I'm offended.
Oh, yeah, the glory holes are at the other big building in Senate Hill.
It's in the after party where they do all the debacle stuff.
The glory holes are in the temple.
All right. I'm gonna head to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
see it.
Good night. See ya.
Same. Night.
See ya.
Bye bye.